Hello gentlemen, and welcome to our video lecture on solutions and electrolytes and why we drink them. The first thing we should do is set out some ground rules before we start the discussion. So the first ground rule is homogeneous mixtures. So a homogeneous mixture is two or more substances that are alike. In solutions, the two different substances mixed together to appear as one substance. Examples are like mineral water, sports drinks, energy drinks, and I think alcohol. I could be wrong with the alcohol, but it looks similar. Another thing to go over is electrolytes, which are ions that are dissociated and create an electric solution if the ions are charged and can conduct electricity. The last thing to go over is that solutes dissolve in solvents. The solvent will most likely be water. In the example I will show, it will be water. So on the top right, is an example of not a homogeneous mixture because both the salt and the pepper are distinguishable when together. As you can see, the salt is very distinguishable when looking at the pepper. Even though they're mixed together, you could see the differences. The next thing is solutions. So what are solutions? A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more pure substances distinguished by two parts, like I established before. The first part is the solute, which is a substance present in the smaller quantity, while the solvent is a substance in the greater quantity. So an example of this is water, like I have here, and salt. I'm going to use salt. So the water will be the solvent, like I said, and solute will be the salt. So I'm going to put a little. It's pink salt, so it should be distinguishable, a little bit at least on camera. If I put a little bit in there, you can see it. And then I get a stick to start mixing it. And when you start to mix it, you can see that the salt will start to dissociate in the water and become homogeneous. And I think I put too much salt, but as you can see, after a while, the salt will completely dissociate and not be distinguishable whatsoever. And you wouldn't be able to realize that this is both salt and water together. As you can see there a little bit, most of it has dissolved. So the next thing to talk about are electrolytes and how they relate to solutions. So soluble ionic compounds are usually electrolytes. Strong acids and bases tend to be electrolytes as well. And weak electrolytes, also weak bases and solids, contain a solute that is only partly ionized in solution. And then the last group out of the three groups of electrolytes are non-electrolytes, which are typically molecular compounds. These do not conduct electricity whatsoever, and hence the reason why they are called non-electrolytes. So strong electrolytes completely ionize and have no tendency for ions to recombine and go back to HCl. So it is a one-way reaction, while weak electrolytes is significant in both directions. There are two reactions always happening and none are favored, meaning that there's two reactions always happening at the same time and one is not favored over the other. So it's a constant cycle of reactions. The next thing we're going to look at is a chart here on how we categorize electrolytes from different groups. So ionic, strong electrolytes are ionics will always be strong electrolytes, all of them, hence why the weak and non-electrolytes say none, because ionic compounds ionize fully, making them strong electrolytes. Strong electrolytes are things that the substance is fully ionized in the solvent. Molecular compounds differ because of different things. So as on the chart, strong electrolytes are strong acids when it's in molecular compounds, while weak electrolytes for molecular compounds are weak acids and weak bases like we established before, and anything else that are not considered a weak electrolyte, a strong electrolyte, or strong acids, or weak bases are non-electrolytes, which do not conduct electricity, which is a lot. So how does this relate to our everyday lives when we drink liquids? Well, there's a big reason why it relates to why we drink liquids and how we exercise our body and how it works. So, next slide. The human body, electrolytes are chemicals that conduct electricity when mixed with water. They regulate nerve and muscle function, hydrate the body, balance blood acidity and pressure, and help rebuild damaged tissue. So what that basically means is, like when we exercise, our body uses up these electrolytes really fast. Our bodies need to be replenished with liquids and electrolytes to sustain our bodies. If our bodies become low on electrolytes, our body's functions, our bodily function, not bodily, but our body's functions can be impaired, such as blood clotting, muscle contractions, acid balance, and fluid regulation. So, uh, many drinks, such as sports drinks like Gatorade and Powerade, have a lot of electrolytes such as sodium and potassium. These are intended for the use of quickly replenishing your body with electrolytes and hydrating your body. That's why when you drink, such as Gatorade, you should always remember that they always have a lot of electrolytes and help you when you exercise. So next time you drink, remember when you exercise, always drink lots of water, lots of stuff, and lots of things that will give you electrolytes as your body needs them. Please take notes. Adios. Hey, Mr. Ariston. I just want to say thank you for the incredible year. I know it sucks that was mostly online, but I want you to know I'm truly thankful for the year. I hope you have a great summer. See you next August.